Dante Wright.
Another emotional day following Sunday's officer-involved police shooting in Brooklyn Center as the family of Dante Wright call for justice. The mother of Dante Wright continued to pour out her heart following her son's death. She spoke at a rally Tuesday in Minneapolis, recalling the phone call she had with her son as he was pulled over.
And I never imagined this is what was going to happen. I just thought maybe he was being arrested. And then when I called back, the girl that he had in the car answered the phone, and it was on a FaceTime. And she said, she was crying and screaming, and she said that they shot him. And then she pointed the phone towards the driver's seat, and my son was laying there, unresponsive.
My Lord.
That was the last time that I seen my son. That's the last time I heard from my son, and I have had no explanation since then.
The family says 20-year-old Wright had a big personality and a smile that could light up a room. The aftermath of Dante Wright's death has led to a shakeup at Brooklyn Center City Hall. The City Council first voted to fire City Manager Kurt Bogany. On Tuesday, Police Chief Tim Gannon and the officer responsible for the fatal shooting, Kim Potter, both resigned. Delane Cleveland has more from Brooklyn Center City Hall.
So obviously it's been an eventful several hours for our city.
Tuesday afternoon in the Brooklyn Center Council chambers, Mayor Mike Elliott announced an overhaul of city leadership. That included the City Council voting to fire City Manager Kurt Bogany, who had been with Brooklyn Center since 2003. Mayor Elliott said his response to the protesters gathered outside police headquarters this week prompted the need for change.
The City Council determined it was in the best interest of the city and its residents to seek new leadership in the city. And we do want to thank Mr. Bogany for his service to the city.
That job is now in the hands of Deputy City Manager Reggie Edwards. On the law enforcement side,
my early passion was teaching and educating new officers how to do the job.
Police Chief Tim Gannon submitted his resignation. He took over that role in 2015. Replacing Gannon as acting police chief is Tony Grunig, who has been with Brooklyn Center for 19 years.
There's just a lot of chaos going on right now. We're just trying to wrap our heads around the situation and try and create some calm.
Earlier in the day, Officer Kim Potter, a 26-year veteran of the department, submitted her letter of resignation, saying that it was in the best interest of the community, the department, and her fellow officers.
I'm hoping that this will help bring some calm to the community, although I think ultimately people want justice. They want, full accountability under the law. And so that's what we're going to continue to work for.
Mayor Elliott also announced today that he plans to ask Governor Walz to assign the Dante Wright case to the Office of Attorney General Keith Ellison. Meanwhile, potential criminal charges against Officer Potter could be announced no later than Wednesday. That's according to the Washington County Attorney's Office. Back in 2012, CCX News caught up with Potter at the Peace Officers Memorial in St. Paul, where she honored officers killed in the line of duty.
When I first started law enforcement, there were several officers killed immediately in my career, and I felt I needed to do something to honor their memory and to support their family.
The head of the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association, Brian Peters, who was also a former Brooklyn Center police commander, called Potter a very dedicated, passionate, good person. More Brooklyn Center businesses were damaged or destroyed Monday night. Much of the destruction happened near the Brooklyn Center police station. Broken windows and graffiti now mark the Dollar Tree on Humboldt Avenue North. Trash and debris also seen everywhere in the area after a second night of rioting and looting late Monday. CCX News counts more than 35 businesses in Brooklyn Center damaged, and those who were not involved are left to pick up the pieces.
It just makes me mad that this happened. I'm not happy about it, and I just want to help.
Chris lives on the border of Brooklyn Center and North Minneapolis.
I'm unfortunately unemployed. And I just want to help the community, get this place back together, and it makes me sick seeing all this.
The strip mall covered in spray paint and most businesses boarded by plywood. Even businesses that are open have taken safety measures. And as volunteers continue to clean up the mess, they plead with rioters to stop the destruction.
I believe in protest, but rioting and looting is just horrible. I mean, look at this. It's horrible. They destroyed someone's company that had nothing to do with it.
School districts are keeping their students in distance learning. Brooklyn Center Community Schools extended distance learning through Wednesday. Osseo Schools also kept students in distance learning for the schools they operate in Brooklyn Center and Brooklyn Park. Meanwhile, a call went out from Brooklyn Center Schools that they are collecting items to help parents and families impacted by the recent events. This includes food, water, medical supplies, feminine hygiene products, and other essential items. An update from Brooklyn Center Schools says the Blue Barn will remain open for collecting and handing out supplies all week. It's located in the staff parking lot of the high school at 6500 Humboldt. As we go to break, here are more pictures captured by our photojournalists following another day of uncertainty and unrest in Brooklyn Center.